I couldn't escape it. I started seeing my favorite YouTubers run marathons, run clubs popping up left and right, and social media as a whole embraced the sport of running. So I thought to myself, what if I gave this running thing a shot? I decided that I'm gonna run a marathon. But then reality hit me. What the heck are you doing? You cannot do this. You're definitely not in shape. There's a good chance you're gonna fail. Do you even have a training? Have you run more than 3 miles ever? How are you gonna do this? You know you have bad knees. You suck. You should give up. Totally suck. Please don't do this. Okay, so when I finally calmed down and put to rest my doubts and fears, I recognized that I just needed to get started. I needed to start small. I knew that if I was going to conquer a huge task like a marathon, that I just had to take it one day at a time. At first, it sucked.
This training is going to be a lot harder than I thought.
Throughout my training, there was a lot I was learning. It's so important to find the right pair of shoes. I started my training with a pair of On Clouds, and then I moved over to the Saucony Endorphin Speeds. And then I wanted to try the Nike Vaporflies because they looked so cool. And I tried them on, and to be honest, I hated them. It felt like a fist was going through the arch of my foot. It just was really painful. First time wearing these shoes. I'm gonna try it out on the treadmill this morning. I love how they look, but hate how they feel. And so I then moved back to what was more comfortable, which were the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s. Definitely not sponsored by them. Maybe one day, that'd be cool. Find the best pair of shoes that works for you. The second thing was gels, making sure that you're fueling your body. I use these gels. They're really great. I love them. I tried other ones and they just weren't really working out too well. So I landed with these, and then also really love Element. Element is what I use to replenish electrolytes for post running and things like that, getting salt back into my body. That was really important. So shoes, gels, salt. A couple months into my training plan, I decided to sign up for a half marathon, and I'm really glad that I did because it helped me feel and experience what a race feels like, what to expect, running alongside other runners, learning how to keep my pace. If I'm good. Overall recap from the half marathon, I started way too strong. I was so confident, felt so good. And then about mile 8, I started getting this sharp pain in my knee. 70-year-old women were passing me left and right. I was never passing anyone. I was only ever being passed. I was taking these gels also along the way. Gels I'd never tried before. One flavor was like icy mango.
Ew.
The moment it hit my tongue, I thought I was gonna throw up everywhere.
Ew.
So I definitely learned a lot in the first half marathon. Thankfully, I was able to finish it. Later on, as I continued the progression in training, I was feeling so good. I was running 50 miles a week. I felt like I was on cloud 9. I really was starting to feel confident that I could run this marathon. It was an early morning in June. I was playing basketball with some guys, and last play of the game, running back down the court. I'm in a brand new pair of basketball shoes that don't have the best ankle support. I rolled my ankle so bad. I heard it pop and I thought that I broke it. I was feeling really discouraged. Some of those doubts early on started to creep in again. And so I found myself just having to rest and recover for a full month. And I wasn't quite sure of how this would play out. But every story has a conflict and a resolution. So I continued on. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where to park. I'm going into the Croc Center to pick up my race bib and get more info about the race, but I'm like feeling so jittery. Like my stomach just feels like butterflies, like I'm in knots. I'm just like, I don't know how to process how I'm feeling, but I think it's like an excited nervousness. All right, I'll be back. We're all good? Okay, thank you so much. Let's start with the t-shirt. Classic highlighter yellow. Long sleeve for the colder months. I'm number 80. Let's do it.
Okay, this is my last run before the marathon. I'm just doing a slow 2 miles just to kind of get my muscles and my joints kind of warmed up.
If you're thinking about running a marathon, do it. It's not about being the fastest or the strongest. It's about deciding, committing, and proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you think. Don't get me wrong, the miles are difficult, but it's also about getting past the doubts.
Okay, so I'm walking to the start line right now.
Put your mind to it. Test yourself. Embrace the challenge. You'll surprise yourself with what you can endure and what you learn about yourself along the way.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, here we go, go time.
5 miles in, I already have to pee. I'm approaching the halfway point right now.
My only goal wasn't just running in a specific time. It was to prove to myself that I can push past my own limits, show up when I don't feel like it, and prove that the effort I put in every day adds up to something bigger. There were moments in my training that I had huge goals for my race time, but throughout training I realized that just completing would be a huge accomplishment for me. I wanted to prove to myself that I can do hard things and that I can finish strong. So a sub 4-hour marathon became my goal. Gosh, that was the hardest thing I've ever done, probably in my life. I'm thankful.
Do you want to run another one, or you think you're done?
Right now, I think I'm done.
And where are we headed now?
We're going to Lewis Barbecue, and then we're going to Disneyland. Big shout out to Hallie, because she supported me through absolutely every single day of this. There'd be times where I'd have to leave the house and literally go and do a 20-mile run, and I was gone for like 4.5 hours on a Saturday. And she would look at me and just be like, okay, go do it. Huge thanks to my wife for supporting me and pushing me and helping me become a better version of myself. Wow.
Love you. So proud of you.
Thanks, babe. What about Winnie?
She's also so proud of you.
This is our little girl, Winnie. She's 6 months old. She has something she wants to say. Go ahead.